Hello and welcome to everyone. Today I am going to discuss about some problems of miscellaneous exercise on chapter number 9, sequence and series. So let's discuss. Question number 13. If a plus bx by a minus bx equals to b plus cx by b minus cx is equals to c plus dx by c minus dx, x is not equal to 0, then show that a, b, c, d are in GP. So its solution, A, B, C, D are in GP means A, B, C, D are in GP means B by A is equals to C by A is equals to D by C. Okay, the ratio of these terms will be same. Therefore, since we have a plus bx divided by a minus bx is equals to b plus cx divided by b minus cx is equals to c plus dx divided by c minus dx. Here we apply a very important formula which is known as componendo dividendo formula. What is componendo dividendo formula? In this formula, if we have here numerator divided by denominator is just equals to another ratio like n dash divided by t dash, then componendo dividendo formula says that numerator plus denominator divided by numerator minus denominator, it is just equals to numerator dash plus denominator dash divided by numerator dash minus denominator dash, or it can be in this form that numerator minus denominator divided by numerator plus denominator, it is equals to numerator minus denominator divided by numerator plus denominator. Any one form we can write this formula. So we can apply componendo dividendo formula in these ratios. How? Let's see. Using componendo dividendo and dividendo formula. By this formula we can write it as a plus bx, that is numerator plus denominator a minus bx divided by numerator a plus bx minus denominator a minus bx. It is equals to again numerator plus denominator divided by numerator, that is b plus cx, minus denominator, that is b minus cx, here b minus cx. It is equals to c plus dx plus c minus dx divided by c plus dx minus c minus dx. So this implies, you can see here bx and bx cancel out, here a and a this cancel out, this minus minus plus, so we get 2a in numerator and 2bx in denominator. It is equals to similarly 2b divided by 2cx, this is equals to 2c divided by 2dx. All 2 cancel out, we get a by bx is equals to b by cx is equals to c by dx. Since x is not equal to 0, so we can cancel out all x from these three ratios. So this is again equals to a by b is equals to b by c is equals to c by d. Or we can do the reciprocal of these ratios. So this is again imply b by a is equals to c by b is equals to d by c. This means that this a, b, c and d, a, b, c, D are in G. Hence proved. This is the solution of question number 30. Now the question number 14. Let S be the sum, P the product, and R the sum of reciprocals of n terms in a GP. Prove that P square R power n is equals to S power n. So its solution. First of all, we have to consider a GP. Let AR square up to so on AR power n minus 1 be a GP where R is greater than 1. We can assume. First, S be the sum. Therefore, S is equals to A plus AR square up to so on plus AR power n minus 1. Sum of these n terms. We can use the formula direct. So we get A R power n minus 1 divided by R minus 1. This is S. First. Now P the product. P is equals to A multiplied by AR multiplied by AR square multiplied by and so on multiplied by AR power n minus 1. So there are total n terms. AR square, AR power n minus 1. So if I multiply A into up to so on n times, then I get A power n. And here R multiplied by R square multiplied by R cube and so on R power n minus 1. A power n multiplied by R power, I can add the powers 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus up to so on plus n minus 1. So there are n minus 1 natural numbers which is form AP. Therefore, I can use the formula sum of n terms of an AP. So here number of terms are n minus 1. So n minus 1 by 2. 2A means 2 into A is 2 plus n minus 1. So n minus 1 and again minus 1 and D is what? D is 1. Okay. So it is equals to A power n R power n minus 1 divided by 2. Here you can see that 2 plus n minus 2. 2 and 2 cancel out. So we get P is equals to A power n and R power n minus 1 into n divided by 2. This is P. So I can say this is second equation. Now R the sum of reciprocals. So R is equals to sum of reciprocals mean the reciprocal of A is 1 by A. So here 1 by A. Sum means plus 1 by AR, 1 by AR square and so on plus 1 by AR power n minus 1. I can take 1 by A common. So get here 1 plus 1 by R plus 1 by R square plus up to so on plus 1 by R power n minus 1. So there are n terms from 1 to 1 upon R power n minus 1. There are n terms. Okay. And the common ratio, you can see that common ratio is 1 by R. Since if I divide 1 by R by 1, I get 1 by R. Again 1 by R square divided by 1 by R, we get 1 by R. So these terms forms GP having n terms. So we can apply the formula of sum of n terms of a GP. Since we take R greater than 1, then 1 upon R should be less than 1. You can see that since R is greater than 1, therefore 1 upon R is always less than 1. This is equals to 1 by A using the formula sum of n terms of a GP, first term is 1, 1 minus common ratio is 1 by r, whole power, number of terms are n, divided by 1 minus r, that is 1 by r. It is again equals to 1 by a. So here you can see that 1 minus 1 by r power n divided by 1 minus 1 by r. Again we can solve 1 by a at r power n minus 1 divided by r power n, whole divided by, here LCM is r, so r minus 1 divided by r, right? So this is again equals to 1 upon a multiply by r power n minus 1 divided by r power n and multiply by reciprocal of r minus 1 by r, that is r upon r minus 1. Okay, so I can write it again as r is equals to 1 by a and r power n minus 1 divided by that r minus 1, like this, and here 1 upon r power n minus 1. This is number 3. Now what we have to prove? Prove that p square r power n is equals to s power n. Now we can take left hand side of this statement. So LHS what? P square r power n. So what is p square? P is this one. So put the value of p, that is a power n, r power n minus 1 into n divided by 2 whole square. This is p square. And r power n means multiply by 1 by a, r power n minus 1 divided by r minus 1, 1 upon r power n minus 1 whole power, what? Whole power is n. Okay. Now solve it. Squaring all terms. So a power 2n. Here 2 and 2 cancel out. We get r power n minus 1 into n. Here 1 upon a power n and r power n minus 1 upon r minus 1 whole power this n. Okay, and here 1 upon r power n minus 1 into n. Now it is again equals to, you can see this term and this term cancel out. A power n, here a power 2n, so we get a power 2n minus n, that is a power n. So I can write it as this is equals to a power n and r power n minus 1 divided by r minus 1 whole power n. I can write it all about a into r power n minus 1 divided by r minus 1 whole power n. And from first you can see that a into r power n minus 1 upon r minus 1 is s. So I can put instead of a to r power n minus 1 upon r minus 1 s. So replace this by s. So I get the result. Therefore this is equals to s power n from 1. Okay, so this is RHS, hence p square r power n is equals to s power n. Hence proved. Question number 16. If a within bracket 1 by b plus 1 by c, comma b within bracket 1 by c plus 1 by a, comma c within bracket 1 by a plus 1 by c are in AP. Prove that A, B, C are in AP. So we have to learn something. First of all, if we have X, Y, Z in AP, then I can add any fixed constant in these three terms like X plus K, Y plus K, Z plus K. These three terms again form AP. Okay. I can subtract any constant from these three terms. So again form AP. X minus K, Y minus K, Z minus K in AP. I can multiply by a constant in these three terms, then again form an AP. So Kx, Ky and Kz in AP. If I divide these three terms by any non-zero constant, we can take K is not equal to 0. So X by K, Y by K and Z by K again form an AP. So very important property, I can add any constant terms. So the formation of the sequence, if initially it is AP, then again new formation is also in AP. If I subtract any constant terms, so new formation again AP. I can multiply by a constant to each term, then again form an AP. I can divide by any non-zero constant, then again these new sequence form AP. So I can use first property to solve this question. So its solution, since A 1 by B plus 1 by C, comma B 1 by C plus 1 by A, comma C 1 by A plus 1 by B are in AP. Therefore, A 1 by B 1 by C, I can add 1. B 1 by C plus 1 by A plus 1. C 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1. Again it form R in AP. Okay. Now if this imply, I can take A common from first and this second term from 1. So what we get if I take A as common? So I get here 1 by B plus 1 by C plus 1 by A. Okay. Comma, if I take B common, so I get 1 by C plus 1 by A here and plus 1 by B here. Similarly, I can take C common, so I get 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C here. Okay. Now I can divide these all terms by 1 by B, 1 by C and 1 by A whole bracket. This is also in AP. So after dividing 1 by B, 1 by C plus 1 by A, in whole three terms I get A, B, C are in AP. Hence proved.